Yo, yo, Stack Nation, Crypto Warriors.
Champions.
I think that's where we should be. Double up.
Yep.
I am running behind, sir. If you would please, let's jump in there. Let's see what's happening, and let's get this show fired up, ladies and gentlemen. We are in this piece. What are we talking about today?
Oh man, we're talking about the situation, the poverty-stricken situation, the money situation, the I am frustrated situation.
Oh.
On the Monday morning, imagine that.
Do you by the way, guys, in the comments, please let me know. Do you guys like the topic that I selected for this? I was trying to clickbait, I'm trying to sharpen my clickbait game, I was like, hey, yeah. It seems like a strong one. You're all broke, and this is incredible. So, ladies and gentlemen, forgive us. We're running a bit behind today. We are trying to figure out how to use this camera, being the
new camera that we got. That is
yes, which we're selling now. By the way, if you're looking for a camera, please shoot us a message, man. I want to sell this garbage. I'm just gonna stick to a webcam. You know what they say? Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And to this day, I've not been able to beat that. So I think I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
We'll go back to a webcam, man, instead of having to deal with these complications, bro. I feel like we had a smooth phase going there.
I don't want to live in this.
We're getting a hang of the technology. Anyway, let's say good morning to the people.
Yeah.
We have Big A Crypto in the house, El Demnam L in the house, Bitcoin Madam. Bitcoin Madam, I like that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. Hola.
Hey, man, Big A Crypto. Thank you for joining us this morning, everyone. Thank you for
Crypto
joining
in
us.
the house, representing.
Exactly. El Demnam L says the situation is crazy. Okay, Big A Crypto likes the new background. Well, thanks to Double O here, man. This was his idea to flip this thing around. They say the man has some vision. I guess you guys can see it now. Absolutely. Nice shirt as well. That is a nice shirt.
Yep.
Right?
All the way from BrickCrypto.com.
Hey, listen, our clickbait worked. Okay, clickbait got a serious book to click on the brokenness. So get to the brokenness. Let's get to the brokenness. I like that actually.
Yeah.
Before we jump into this brokenness, I want to point out that no, not point out. I would like to just kind of refresh. Right. Let's roll back. Over the past few months, actually since last year, the global economic situation is something that we have been tracking. We've been reporting on it quite a bit as well, and of course, how we can implement Bitcoin or migrate to a Bitcoin standard is something that has been of massive interest to us, especially coming from the African continent and knowing how much of a factor money has played in, how would you say, in the colonialist or the colonial
imperial powers.
Yeah, the imperial powers. That's what I'm looking at. The imperial powers have kept on us. Okay, this has been
Foot on your
heavily
neck. Yeah.
due to the control of the money.
Yep.
Now, over time, we've seen the erosion of this current financial system. Early on, I think the weaker the economy, that made them the first to go down. Right? We reported on just situations in Turkey, Argentina, and so on and so forth. Of their currency essentially going to garbage, and people jumping over to Bitcoin as a means to at least have some sort of protection against the rest of their wealth.
Yeah.
Which now brings us to today in America. Double, which ones of these videos should we start with, by the way? Yeah.
Well, let's start with the first lady.
Okay. So it seems then that there's been some I guess the West is starting to feel the pinch. Really, I'm sure we're all. I mean, for you and for myself, um, the value of our money from just 2 years ago is not the same as it is right now. In fact,
It's funny but it's sad, man. Why we're laughing, man?
because what are you gonna do, man? They say you have to laugh to keep from crying. I prefer to laugh because people were crying are just they have no solution. I guess you could call them party poopers. Bust out laughing when I saw this title had to come. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I feel nothing. I own Bitcoin.
People out here are
Oh
funny,
my
man.
god, it's gonna be tough to carry with this one. Anyway, if you if
This
you
is serious matter, man. Stop laughing.
it's a listen, I'm gonna
People are
laugh at
broke out
whatever.
here.
Listen, I'm gonna laugh at whatever I want to laugh at, man. The only people I not laugh at are people who have physical disabilities. I'm not I'm not gonna go down that route. But even then, it's. But let's carry on here. So we're going to play some videos because we think that the wrath of the global broken economy is now driving through the Western world.
America.
Yes. So let's check out some of these videos because this seems to be a trend right now.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a trend, and I think a lot of people need to start doing this video so that Jerome Powell can see it, so that Federal Reserve, can see it, because
and then when
we've
is
been
it going?
saying for many videos now
Yeah,
that this thing's going to come to America. Y'all are just not feeling it yet,
this is true.
and I think Americans are starting to feel it finally.
Yeah, I think Americans are they're definitely feeling the pain. I would say so. How do we? Okay, yeah, here we go. We'll keep it this way, and we'll play on because yeah, we don't want to minimize it.
Anymore. I just paid $8.70 for a latte with sweet cream cold foam, and they have the audacity to ask me if I went to tip them. Houses are selling in 3 hours in the market. I don't even get to finish my shift to have enough time to put an offer in. Gas is $4.50 for premium. People are sitting at home and getting paid more than I am, working 8+ hour days. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Guys, I don't know how the average American is making it right now because from the looks of it, things are just going to hell. For example, if you want to rent an apartment, the landlord wants proof of income 3 times the rent. And out here in northern New Jersey, that means a 1 bedroom, you got to be making 30 to 50% more than the national average. The groceries have gone up like crazy. It's like it seems like it keeps creeping up ever so slightly, but after 3 4 months you feel like it's a you feel the increase. Because last year I would be shopping for myself alone twice a week and it would run me about $80 each trip. Now it's costing me like 125 to 140 per trip. And when I include going out maybe once or twice a week to eat, my total for food is coming out to be crazy. It's over $1,000.
Bill, if there's good air quality, health insurance.
Listen, this goes on and on and on. Okay, except I think maybe the difference here is that in the West, given uh, our love for social media,
Hmm.
right? Everybody, a lot of people hop on TikTok to
Hmm.
talk about it.
Yep,
What are your thoughts, Double O?
man. This video, this is one of the versions of the video.
Right.
There are many of these videos out here on the internet. It's crazy. And one of the things that think I've been saying, I think we've had several videos about this one. I said earlier in the year that wait a second, the house insurance went up.
Right.
My taxes went up like $7,000 for the house.
Yeah.
Car insurance went up. Gas prices kind of played the flaky on you, but it's back up. You go to the grocery stores, you're spending like $400, $500, and you come back and you look at it and it's like, what the heck? What did I buy?
Mm.
So the frustration is out there, and this is way early in the year, and people are just finally getting it way into September.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the crazy part of it.
Well, let's look at some comments here before we push on. Let's see. Jake Fever says, "How much Bitcoin does it take to get some respect in this town?"
Actually, it doesn't matter. Just hold some value.
Says, how much for Bitcoin does it take to get some respect in this town? That's the thing. What does that mean? I think point whatever amount of Bitcoin you have is really
It's enough.
is respectable.
Yep.
It's not like you have to have a ton of Bitcoin. The point is the functionality of the thing.
Yep.
Because no matter how much of it you have, as long as the Federal Reserve, maybe that's nah. I think as long as the Federal Reserve does not have control of this money, right?
Yep.
It's global money, right?
Yep.
Then it's respectable. Is what I say, right? But start laughing when I saw the title. Hey, you see, I told you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's clickbait. Listen, I'm getting better at this clickbait thing, man. Wait till next week. Next week is it's gonna blow your mind. Absolutely. Right. Opening bill in 22 minutes. I'll be back. I feel nothing. I own Bitcoin. I feel the same way, Jake. Okay. I
Did
feel
you
the
say
same way.
was opening his bill in 22 minutes? It's probably
Absolutely.
gone up.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even check the mail anymore, y'all.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't check the mail.
But I think, really it's very similar for me as well. And I think it's really for all of us. I remember when my auto insurance went up, right? And I called the people to tell them, hey, I'm not driving this car. In fact, I'm driving this car uh about 90% less than I did during the when before the world turned upside down, essentially. But now I am paying more in insurance. I am now 35 years old. When did I turn 35? Last one, seventh, right? Yeah,
Last
I just
week.
turned 35 in August.
Last week was your
Right?
birthday.
Yeah, I just turned 35 in August here, and my insurance actually went up, and I'm
Supposed to go
driving the
down.
car less. So I feel like it's a scam, and these are the things that start getting people extremely frustrated, right? Furthermore, I think what you have power over the situation, any situation for that matter. It really comes down to knowledge. I know there's this saying, people fear what they do not know, for sure. And these conditions we're going through right now, as much as we're making this a light situation, we know it's not. And the important thing is for people to have the information to navigate this sort of thing, because it does not get easier from here. Right? I think we're going to start seeing more crime, right? More robberies and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about how do we prepare ourselves for this thing, what comes next, and of course, in our case, given that this is happening on a global scale, it seems like this is a great time for us to test everything essentially that we've been talking about with Bitcoin. I don't think there's going to be a much more vulnerable position than where the global economy is right now for society to decide to um, change their, I guess, change their perspective or change the money that we use.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll follow through with that just by saying that where the heck do we run to? China. All our goods are coming from China.
Mhm.
Literally everything is coming from China, and we're over here trying to start war with China. If we go to war with China, forget it. Everything is gonna get super expensive. Europe. Some of our technology come from Europe. Our cars come from Europe. We have the energy crisis in Europe.
Hmm.
That's still another inflictory situation. All of Asia, Vietnam, India, list goes on. Again, no escape route. Then you say you want to skip out to Africa. Then we have the whole situation with Nigeria and Niger going on over there as well. Again, it all goes back to the imperialism going on over there.
Right.
There is no solution there as well. So yeah, don't run to Africa, man, please. I saw a comment there earlier about Africa. There's no solution there as well. They still control Africa. So we stop with America. We need to fix America. And if whatever country you are in, you need to fix it. And what we need to fix though is the money.
Yeah.
Once we fix the money, I think everything should start getting right.
So I think I agree with the point that we have to fix the money there, actually. Yeah. And however, I disagree with you about not moving to Africa. Let me state why. Okay. uh for one, okay, I'll just tell you a story. So my uncle frequently goes back to Cameroon sometimes,
Yeah.
and when he goes, he takes his whole family with
Mhm.
him, right? Which, by the way, look at this coming here says, which country in Africa? I believe this is the one you're talking about.
Yep.
Which country in Africa are you guys in?
Mm-hmm.
I'm considering moving there for health reasons. Any suggestions? Well, we're not in Africa right now. we are here in the West with you all. But again, Africa is just a skip, hop, and a jump across a massive ocean. So it's so good. Yeah. So anyway, so my uncle goes back every so often with his family and things like that.
Mhm.
And so I was talking to my cousin when they came back from their recent trip back home to Cameroon. That's where they go. And he was telling me, like, we were in this neighborhood. Obviously, back there it's like you can build a humongous house. And I think
Mansion.
almost every African has one. So they have a place where they go to and they stay there. It's a nice neighborhood.
Yep.
Looks absolutely incredible. And my cousin goes outside for a walk, and as he's outside for a walk, he runs into this Asian lady. Right, I think it's the Chinese that are there massively.
Yeah, a lot in Nigeria, especially.
And what he was explaining to me is that the vibe he was getting and the way these people were treating him was such that at least they were looking at him like, what are you doing here?
You don't belong here.
Yes.
In my own country.
In our own country.
In my own.
So that is happening. So that alone, I think, is a good reason for anyone who is of African origin to definitely go back there and own property in that
Occupy.
space.
Working on that right now as we speak.
Because what would really wreck us is getting to a point where we have to go back to the same place that we came from, and we are
strangers in our own land.
Strangers in our own land.
Yeah.
Right. So that happens.
The Jamaicans will tell you what happened to them.
Exactly. Other than that, when it comes to just moving to Africa, I would say, it seems like the best option will be one that is as advanced as possible without too much of the, I guess, economic wreckage, which that's the hard part to find. But I think it's one of those areas where it is growth for the future. Everyone knows at this point that Africa is the future. The demographic over there is much younger than anywhere else in the world. And the developments that are coming up there are happening at a much more rapid pace than anywhere else in the world, which naturally means that there will be more advanced systems because they don't have to break down things to build stuff with the new technologies.
No need for legacies. Just go straight to new technology.
Exactly. So that is why, as I disagree with not going back to Africa, I think it's a great idea. It's something that I'm working on.
Well, you gotta be a pioneer. You gotta be the first starter. Because the Chinese are there, the British are there, the French are there, and they're building. Like in Lagos, in Nigeria, Lagos, there's a lot of foreigners there. When I jump on the plane to go there, there's a lot more foreigners on the flight than Nigerians themselves. So yeah, I do agree with that aspect, but I'm just saying the situation is still not looking good.
Absolutely, for sure. So since they will cut rates soon, we're going parabolic. Listen,
I agree with that.
For that. I hope that happens. I mean, it's not like they have any other options.
I do think that I hope that more people do this video so that the world can see that Americans are starting to feel the pain.
Right.
So that JP can stop being the god of fiat for a little bit and say, okay, let me slow down here, because the pain is there. I'm blessed. I'm grateful.
Right.
But I've noticed an increase in my expenses without doing anything. Like literally, everything else is expensive.
Everything is very expensive. I agree. Let's see. Going to talk about former Francophone countries kicking our French currency.
Yes. Here comes trouble.
Yes, love this one. So he says, are we going to talk about? Maybe he's going to talk about it. All right. This is from Reno Gambo. He says he's going to talk about former Francophone countries kicking out French currency. Yes, this is something.
They need to do this as of yesterday.
I mean, this is something that I've been talking about quite a bit as well, and I think it needs to happen because this is where these African nations have that advantage. I spoke about this strategy. Was it last year or year before last? I got to find that video again. And I said, if this French African nations, the French-speaking African nations, would drop the French franc and realign themselves with another global power with nuclear capabilities, I think that's the chess move right there.
Is that gonna stop Americans from being broke though?
It's not, but I think it would change the shape of things for Africans.
Well, Africans are already broke.
So the only way is up from here.
That was
35 youngster. I can't even remember what I was doing when I was 35. I appreciate it. Bitcoin Shango, listen, man, I really appreciate it, brother. That's incredible. It's good to hear that from you. We are trying to be like you when we grow up. Inspiration, right? Um, Insurance is a scam, right? That's another cause of inflation.
Yep.
If you had to replace what you couldn't insure, price of things go down. Actually, this is true. I've always been wondering if there is a way for me to just not have insurance, but have some sort of a document that says if I get into an incident with someone, I will cover it myself. I think that I will always win in that situation, versus paying this insurance. Do you know that I've actually never crashed into someone or had an accident where my insurance had to pay for it?
Knock on wood.
I don't even need to knock on wood on that one because my driving skills are just on that level.
Dude, you
I
almost
know
wrapped
this.
yourself around the tree when you were
Yes,
18.
almost, but didn't. You know what I'm saying? The skills are rising up. Right? Look, we're running out of time here. Let's read some comments. Guys, let us know in the comments, by the way. What are some things that you are doing to protect yourself against inflation? Is this something that you're thinking about? Right? We believe that this is a great opportunity for us to um, really reconsider how we interact with money and find where we are able to really take advantage of the current situation that we're in, especially from a Bitcoin perspective, for sure. Big A Crypto says Reggie Middleton. What about it, Reggie?
Reggie,
He's in the comments.
Reggie has been telling us about this for a while, actually. So
Actually, he has.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
true.
That was
He
one of
has.
the reasons why he came up with the old DeFi solution way before all this other scam got into the business.
Mm.
Was that the banks has been ripping us off? The banks has a lot to do with this. Creating money out of tin here. Of course, therefore devaluing the value of your money. Because as we all wake up every morning, it's like, what am I gonna buy today? Literally, I've been eating more vegetables lately because meat is expensive. That's my way of cutting down costs, if you ask me.
I went fishing actually, and I'm gonna go fishing again soon. Stock this thing up.
Catch your own food, plant your own food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And folks, please smash the like button. We keep forgetting to do this. Please smash the like button. Follow us on our social media pages as well. So about to drop off here. We are on Twitter. Really, is really only where we are. X rather, right?
Yep.
And of course, subscribe to our channel.
Mhm.
Stack, like the videos,
Mhm.
etc., etc. It means a lot to us.
Yes, sir.
Right. Says, do you think the Feds will raise rates next month? Double, or that's you.
They better not, man. I think everybody's feeling it now. It's not just the retail investors. I mean, sure, we just had a major crash in the crypto space and in the markets itself.
Yeah.
People are feeling the pain, but it's August, September. According to the S&P charts, we might still feel a few more dips or sideways movements. We're not going to feel any upward movement until October, hopefully.
Absolutely. Well, he was trying to create an African currency backed by gold. Yes,
It's possible.
we've seen those.
But,
I think
gold
that's
is-
what BRICS is trying to do that as well.
Gold is not a bad idea, but we got digital gold now.
Absolutely. Bitcoin, the superior form of money, is what we say. If you would like to watch the rest of this video, we're going to drop the link to it here in the comments. Another book. This book is free, by the way. If you go to the Mrs. Economics website, or that is Mrs. Institute website,
Mhm.
right? They have this economics in one lesson books, which you can get for free, and you can get as many as you wish, and then you can share it with your families and friends and things like that. If you would like for me to grab some more and then mail it to you, I'm willing to do that as well. Actually, shipping cost is probably high. Go to the website. Yeah. Go to the
Just said
website.
that we are broke.
Exactly.
We are broke.
All right, there we go. So, that's the solution to what I was looking for in Texas. You see this? You gotta move back to Texas, brother. You can put up a bond that covers the minimum of your insurance amount.
Yeah, but Texas is also talking about if you have an electric car, they're going to charge you $20 a year to make up for everybody switching to electric cars.
Well, listen, man. Texas is still better than most of these areas. Now,
That's true.
let's wrap this up, brother.
Texas, Florida, a couple other states. I think Wyoming or so do not charge state taxes.
Right.
Those are ways to save money.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been incredible. I actually had a lot of fun doing this one. Given the bleak news that we're really talking about, poverty and pain coming to the people, right? Double, if you could please drop that link in
Yeah,
the
I'm trying
chat there.
to get to it real quick.
All right, there we go. Yes, actually, we'll do that before we go offline, because whenever we go offline, it seems like the links no longer
exists.
work. So
Yeah.
there is that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us all. We're going to be back here on Monday again. By the way, if there are some videos or some things you'd like for us to talk about, please let us know on Twitter or on here, and we'll record those videos for the middle of the week.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso in the house, man.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, Burkina Faso, Chad, Mali, and Niger should just become the United Africa, the first United Africa. Everybody will join you guys later. They're too slow.
Listen, I have my apprehensions against things like that. But we'll see. Let's dip. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Until next time, Brazen out.
Double O. Out.